Texas A&M did this all game, doubling baseline, and watch how many times it burns them. So first of all, if you're doubling, I might as well get all the way over there. Make that skip pass as hard as possible. But the problem is you got to deny one pass away at the top of the key. I'm fine with this pass to the weak side corner getting made because we're just going to rotate out of that. That's a skip pass. But you're not denying one pass away. Catch, shoot. Get next possession. Here it is again. Here it is again. You're doubling baseline. I might as well get all the way up and trap and make this skip pass as hard as possible. And then the man in the paint right there is going to have to rotate to the corner. And then the man doubling would come back to the paint. But, I mean, you're not really doubling here. You're just standing around in the middle of nowhere for no reason. Wide open. I mean, pass couldn't be easier to be made. Now, first of all, can we not ignore this cross screen? Like the defender guarding the screener's got to jam the man coming through so the defender getting screened get on the other side. So you just ignore that. But all right, so you're doubling baseline again. Like I've got to beat the ball handler to that spot. All right, then you rotate down, you leave the corner, you can rotate out. But you're standing in the paint. Like you're not getting up enough. Right, so again, in transition, you're giving the ball handler the strong side of the floor, so that man on the wing. Like, I can't be you know the ball handler's coming here. He's giving him that side of the floor. I got to get over it in the gaps. If my feet are set, I'm in a defensive stance underneath the wing. I'll be able to help get the dribble picked up. There'll be no place to go and I can recover. But you're hugging. Look at this. You got a toe on the three-point. You know the ball handler's coming here. You're late getting over in the gaps. You know how absurd. Why am I doubling? Why can't I force the ball handler to the middle of the floor? Now it's just help recover. Like, no one's got to rotate, but you're giving up the baseline again. So this double, you've got to beat Jamal Shed to that spot. You've got to beat him to that spot. Then you'd rotate down to the corner. You'd leave the weak side wing. You can rotate out. But the double team's late. And I don't know why you're not just forcing him to the middle. Why do you keep doubling baseline? Why am I not forcing Shed to the middle of the floor? I can just help and recover. There's no place to go. So you're giving up baseline again. So here comes a double again. So the man at the free throw line right there is going to have to be the one to rotate to the wing. The man in the corner that rotated down's got to stay home. There's no rotation. Like, first of all, you shouldn't even be in rotation right now, but you do this stupid doubling baseline. And no way to get out to the corner now. First of all, there's no reason to be giving up baseline. Force Shed to the middle of the floor. I can just help and recover. Why do I have to keep doubling and rotating? So, all right, here comes the double. The man at the free throw line has got to stay home because he is the one that has to rotate to the wing. The man in the corner has got to stay in the corner. There's no rotating out of this. So, ball gets swung to the wing. We're rotating over to the wing from the top of the key. But, nowhere. Corner guy has to come up. The man in the middle of the paint was asleep. Open three. This is just Buzz Williams. It's just unbelievable. Keep Shed to the middle of the floor. I can help and recover. You're giving him the rim right here. So now you got a double. Then you have two different Texas A&M players rotating down when they shouldn't be, and it's just wide open. But why is the defense constantly in rotation for no reason? You're trailing the play. The Texas A&M player who's not even in the picture needs to be communicating now to get down and rotate down to the corner. Because if I'm trailing the play right here, I'm taking the man at the top of the key. This communication needed to happen before we even saw him in the frame. So this is awful transition defense. I don't even know how to describe Buzz Williams' defense. Why is this player just standing in the middle of the charge circle? Could we get out and actually guard someone like the man in the corner who we're guarding? So now you leave this Texas A&M player on the wing having to guard two people. What was that? He's not ready to guard. If you're playing the gaps, I've got to be, my feet have to be set. Like, you're rotating, your feet are not going towards the ball on the kick out. Now you're not going to be ready to guard. How about right here in the gaps? Back fully to the baseline, our feet set, right? We're going to stunt, we're going to recover. But again, look at the defender's feet. Going towards the ball right there on the kick out. Not able to get out, pump fake and go, wide open. I mean, the one-on-one defense is terrible. Why can't you just slide your feet? Why do you have to gamble here? That's a terrible gamble, but he's about to get screened. Like, you got to guard this screen. I mean, it's at the foul line. You probably got to switch it, but you got to do something. He gets screened. You do nothing. This right here is just coaching. This is beyond defensive. It's a down screen. So we're chasing over the top, and the man guarding the screener's got to get attached with his arms extended so the player can't curl coming off the screen. None of that. Look at the big. Way unattached. You end up going up the gut of the down screen. That was Buzz Williams. Cannot happen. How? Obviously, don't lean towards the screen. You probably want to switch that screen anyways. You lean towards the screen early. So now you're all the time going to get blown by the other way. That collapses the defense. I guess that's why we're ignoring everyone on the perimeter. This is just not defense at all. Like, what? I mean, there's a ball screen coming. I would ice the screen, keep the ball handle to the sidelines. There's no place for the man for Houston setting the screen to roll to. I have backside defenders everywhere. You're literally not guarding this. It's just screen, open three. First of all, in the corner here, could we just get out and guard? This gamble here is so unnecessary. Stop. So why is the help not coming from the middle of the floor? Rotate down to the wing. Now I'm going to force the ball handle to the middle. Now all I got to do is stunt recover. There's no one rotating. It's just help recover. You keep giving up baseline. So if that's the case, I've got to get up. I've got to beat the ball handle to that spot. You'd rotate down so that's not a dunk. You could rotate out if a skip pass gets made to the weak side wing. But you're just standing there. Away from the ball. Do you work on this? On the wing. Feet are set. Defensive stance. We're seeing ball. We're seeing man. Heads on a swivel. We're in the gaps. We're ready to move. Like, your feet are going everywhere here, and you're just staring at the ball. So what does Texas A&M work on in practice and in film? You're staring at the ball again. Like, we got to have our head on a swivel, seeing ball and man. See, right now, your man, which you're completely ignoring, is setting a flare screen. So I've got to alert this player right here. Flare, flare, flare. So I know to get up and over the top. But you're not doing it. Clank into the flare screen. That sends two to the corner now. I don't even know how to describe. Texas A&M is just like beyond poorly coached. This is keep your back to the baseline. I'm seeing ball and man at all times. I'm in the gaps if I need to help. What? Who coaches this? Look at your back is to the ball. You're front. So not only are you not going to be in help, but because you're fronting at the 3-point line, this Houston player is going to screen two A&M players. I mean, Texas A&M does everything wrong here again. You're doubling baseline, so we got to beat that man in the post to the spot on the block. We've got to beat him there. But what about the rotations? You got to rotate down here. That pass can't be available. The pass we're going to leave is the weak side wing because we can rotate. Man at the top of the key rotates to the wing. Man on the strong side wing goes to the top of the key, and the man that doubles just comes up. But, I mean, you're not beating the man in the post to the spot. Look at this. And nobody rotates down. That drop-off pass is wide open. But I mean, the defender here is fine. He chases over the top of the down screen. He's good. Why is there a double? Stop. On the catch right here, the man guarding the ball just rotate down to the top of the key and be in the gaps, right? So I can help and recover. Why are you sending a double beyond? What? This was another problem all game long. Texas A&M refuses to gang rebound. Gang rebounding means all 5 guys are boxing out. Everyone's on the perimeter, and there's no chance for Houston to get this offensive board. That's not gang rebounding. That's one person. Nobody on the perimeter is boxing out. You got 2 people. Easy offensive board and put back. I mean, what is there to say? What a perfect way to lose this game. You had halftime, overtime, 100 media timeouts. You never went. On the double, I've got to beat Shed. He cannot get in the paint. I've got to beat Shed to that spot, and then we're going to rotate down so that's not a lob. But, I mean, you're just standing in the chart. Look when the double comes. Up now, and then rotate over now. But Shed's in the paint before you even double. So it's a waste of time.